Store family. I hope you're all having a very blessed evening. I hope everybody out here is completely safe. And I just hope you all got what you wanted today. Everything you needed, I hope it came your way. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on out here tonight and today. So we're going to try to get into as much of it as we can to the best of our ability. It's going to be a short live tonight because it's just been a super, super long day. We got a bunch of new products made up today. So I officially have 157 shirts made up and in stock. I've got some shirts here that I'm going to show you we made up today. These are my favorite new designs. I think we're going to get rid of some of the designs that we had before, and we're going to stick with these strictly. What's up, bud? Hey, how you been? So, I mean, I guess we'll get started into it. I'm not going to wait for everybody to get on here tonight because I'm late. So, Maryland man charged, another Maryland man, by the way. Maryland man charged with attempted murder for targeting Trump budget chief. Russ Vought feared a fascist takeover. Then we got Spokane, Washington moves to create immigration enforcement free zone to combat ICE, which is illegal, by the way. Breaking FBI offers $50,000 reward in Nancy Guthrie abduction case. Arrest imposter over fake ransom note. So if you haven't heard about that yet, there was a it's a little chilly here too. It's down under the freezing at night here most nights. It hasn't been above 50 in about a week here, but it's not that cold. You know what I mean? My water pipes froze the first night because it got down to like 28. But other than that, not too bad. Everything's dead. So if you don't know about the Nancy Guthrie case yet, the girl that was supposed to host the Olympics, her mom got abducted the other night, kidnapped. Well, this is how fucked our world is now. There's imposters calling in ransoms so they can just get paid. And the person never get their money. They were hoping they would just get the Bitcoin, not be able to be traced on it, and get away with it. So the FBI did arrest an imposter for the kidnapping today because, well, I mean, that's crazy that you would pretend that. So Eddie Bauer goes bankrupt, set to close all stores after going all in on wokeness. I noticed that they were selling Eddie Bauer for $9 for a 10-pack of shirts at Bell's Outlet about a week ago. And I'd never seen their clothing there before. But yet another company completely going out of business and shutting down. Not just laying people off, going completely out of business because they branded woke. So this is pretty cool. Trump declares May 17th as day to rededicate U.S. as one nation under God with prayer on National Mall. So I'm really cool with that. You know what I mean? Obviously. Democrats take listening approach in trying to find out why leftist voters stayed home in 2024. Women are up to 21% more likely to support political killings than men. NCRI poll states. Here's one of my favorites. As a matter of fact, we've got this pulled up in a big article. We're going to read the whole thing, so we'll get into that in a second. Mamdani endorses Hochul in New York governor's re-election bid, which is weird because she literally vetoed 3 things he really ran on his campaign on. But, I mean, a communist knows a communist, right? Dem leadership calls to ban ICE agents from polling places. What? So they're fighting so hard to not have voter identification. They want to ban ICE from polling locations. What does that tell you? That their main voting block isn't legally in this fucking country, and all of these people are breaking the law. Why would you want to ban ICE from voting locations? The only people that would be worried about ICE being at voting locations are criminal aliens and people that aren't legally in this country. Why else would that be a problem? If you're an American citizen and you were born in America and you don't have ID, you're so fucking retarded. The air you breathe is too good for you. I hate to say that, but if you're so fucking retarded, you don't know how to get identification in America, Holy fuck. You get a birth certificate the day you're born, bro. You get ID the day you're born. A birth certificate and a social security card issued to you within 72 hours. You don't even know how to speak yet, and you can't even see, and you already got identification. So that really, really confuses the fuck out of me. Thank you very much for the presents tonight. I could really use it. It's been a long month, and I have invested all of my money into this shirt company. So real quick, bear with me. Before we get to the big news, let me show you what we made up today, because I'm very happy with today's prints. They came out phenomenally. So first off, we got the single print with the American flag cross. I love that one. We've got that in a double print too. I do single prints so we can get stuff out cheaper, and then the double prints. Now wait till you see this one, guys. We all love Charlie Kirk. Rest in peace, Charlie. An original Charlie Kirk, rest in peace. That looks fucking great, doesn't it? That color came out phenomenal. You can't ask for that to come out any better. That is a beautiful shirt. I don't care what you say. And it stretches across the entire fucking body. So I'm giving you 12-inch to 13-inch designs on these fucking shirts or full coverage, guys. Not just some little print for $45 fucking dollars. This one came out really good. And then I'm going to be honest, besides the cross, this one with the cross is now one of my new favorite prints. That's now one of my new favorite prints, guys. We love it. We're getting it going. I have 157 made shirts in stock, and I have 59 shirts that aren't printed on yet. So we're getting it good, guys. We're getting it good. We'll have all kinds of merch. Thank you. Could really use those tonight. That super chat's wonderful. At TMC 1473. TMC 1473. Love you, brother. Thank you. Okay, let's get into... There's a lot of Democrats trying to ban ICE from doing everything. So if you weren't here at the very beginning of this broadcast, up at the top of the screen, first of all, another Maryland man. We've got this pulled up for the full story. We'll get to that in a second. So Spokane, Washington moves to create immigration enforcement free zone. Okay, so communism. We're the United States Communist Party is officially here. If you haven't heard, they blocked 4 more city streets in Minnesota today and are pulling people out of their cars and forcing them to identify, not federal agents, terrorists. They have no authority whatsoever. So the clown police are officially in the streets like I told you they would be. You know, that is communism. That is the beginning of, that's what fascists do. They're blocking streets with masks on. You don't want the federal agents to wear masks, but every one of you pussies are in the streets with a fucking mask on. You fucking cowards. Fucking shit. Please come do that shit in my town. Please. Please. I won't wear a mask, I promise. Please. I'm begging you to come do that in a small town like mine in Port Charlotte, Florida. Port Charlotte, Florida. Please. Our officers are bored, and so am I down here. Saturday, they've got a rally every single weekend, by the way. Every single weekend for the foreseeable future here. So every single Saturday, we'll be live at a Democrat protest. So the whole state of Florida is about to get nuts. If you haven't heard, last night, there was a massive high-speed chase where a guy killed 3 or 4 people. He had like 100 cops chasing him down 75. They had to shut down 75. There was a half-hour fucking shootout with this motherfucker before they got him. On top of the kids that got arrested yesterday, the 14-year-olds that got arrested yesterday in Tampa, Florida, they found an online organization of teenagers in the state of Florida that had hundreds and hundreds of people in these organizations in the state of Florida that are planning to go around and attack churches and murder people in churches in the state of Florida. I've told y'all guys, now it's too late. I've tried to expose this shit in Florida for you guys for 5 years now? And now they're starting to act on this shit here. So you've let it get just as far in Florida as you have. This shit's not happening in my town because we beat the fuck out of them. They don't do this here because we run them over, we shoot them, and we beat the fuck out of them. They will not come here and get violent. They won't do it. You saw what happened when they did. 8 of them surrounded me with poles on that first rally they had here, and I beat the fuck out of them. What did they do? They called the cops on me and turned into professional victims. The cops literally laughed at them, and they kept asking, well, how did you not get arrested? The cops are racist. No, they're just not fucking retards, bro. And I had the whole thing. I was live on the video. I had it all on video. These people are weird. They'll pick up their phone. I'm calling the cops on you. I'm like, you didn't even touch your phone, bro. I'm recording you. Your screen is black. You didn't even touch your phone. Like we're that stupid. Okay, let's get into Maryland man right now. Let's pull up Maryland. Breaking. Maryland man charged with attempted murder for targeting Trump budget chief. Vought feared a fascist takeover. That doesn't give you the right to kill somebody, by the way. You wanting to murder somebody because of their beliefs is the definition of being a fascist, by the way, just so you understand. Wanting to go out and murder people because they don't believe what you believe, and if they don't act the way you want them to, that's the actual definition of being a fascist, just so you know. So we haven't canceled you. We haven't murdered you. We're not telling you we're going to murder you if you don't think like us. But whatever. I guess technically, if you want to get technical about it, see, people look at the word fascist like it's a bad thing. A fascist and a Nazi are two different things. You understand that, right? A fascist isn't a Nazi isn't a fascist. One's a fascist, one's a nationalist. You understand the difference, right? One's a white nationalist, one's a supremacy nationalist. And fascists, like the fascists are the ones who fought against the Chinese Communist Party. They wanted to rule the people, and the Chinese Communist Party wanted to rule everything. So the definition of a fascist and the definition of a Nazi are two different things. So I guess technically you can call me a fascist, but I don't want to rule you. I want to conquer you. There's a difference. I want to conquer evil. I don't want to rule you. I don't want to give you any mercy. I'm not giving you a second chance to better yourself. We've already given you that for 10 fucking years. Okay? I'm at war with you people, just like you're at war with me. I just understand that you want to kill me. I don't want to kill you. I don't want any violence towards you, but I will if you come towards me. That's the difference. Violence of action. Whatever your actions are dictates what my violence will be. There's no other option other than that anymore. You come within my personal space, I'm going to attack you, period. I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You people have shot me. You've caught me on fire. You've tried to blow my shit up. I won't give you the benefit of the doubt anymore. A 26-year-old Maryland man is facing attempted murder charges for allegedly traveling to Northern Virginia. Once again, another terrorist from Maryland traveling outside of state lines. So you were worried about a fascist takeover, but it had nothing to do with where you were. And this person has nothing to do with taking anything over. So, budget director Russ Vought, with the intent to kill him, according to court records and law enforcement sources. Colin, wait for the last name, DeMarco, was arrested January 22nd by Arlington County Police and is charged with multiple offenses. He is scheduled to appear in court on February 23rd. Court documents identify the intended victim only as RV, described as a presidential appointee. Sources familiar with the case confirmed the target was Vought, reports CBS News. According to the criminal complaint, DeMarco appeared at Vought's home on August 10th wearing gloves, sunglasses, and a surgical mask. He was captured on a Ring doorbell camera and was seen checking a mailbox and speaking with a neighbor. So what you got to understand is this guy will be either very, very old when he gets out of prison, or he ain't never going to get out of prison. Okay? Point in case. Here's remember your Antifa guy? Self-described Antifa terrorist, Kyle Wagner. You all know him on the left. Kyle Wagner, he's your poster boy. Arrested in Minnesota, charged with cyber stalking and threats against ICE. So threats against a federal agent, the executive order states you go to prison for 8 years, minimum mandatory. So holy fuck, he's also going to be pretty old when he gets out of prison. The Department of Justice has arrested self-identified Antifa militant Kyle Wagner, who called for a violent uprising against federal immigration agencies in Minnesota after the shooting of Alex Prete. Wagner, 37, of Minneapolis, posted a video following the shooting saying, "They fucked up. Okay, they fucked up." It's time to suit up. Boots on the ground, he directed followers to specific Minneapolis neighborhoods and told Antifa members to show up and be ready to go. Be ready to go. Sorry, but welcome to America 2026, where the Second Amendment is the only thing that's going to keep us fucking protected from literal fucking Nazis. So wait a minute. He's literally got the 3 arrows tattooed right here, which was what? A literal Nazi Secret Service fucking emblem. That was literally a Nazi Secret Service emblem. The fucking circle with the 3 fucking arrows, that was for some of Hitler's most special fucking warriors. And he's got a completely shaved bald head, and he's whiter than fucking milquetoast. But we're acting like Nazis. You literally got in the streets the other day to a black federal agent, you transgender wacko fucking terrorist fucking cunt pussies, and called him a house N-word 4 different times. You called him a good house N-word. But we're the racist Nazis, right? You're literally going around, every time you get mad at a black person, you call them the N-word. And you judge everything off the basis of skin color or how it's sexualized, like a creepy, weird fucking person. You know what I mean? So, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche posted on X, the Justice Department, with @ice.gov, HSI, arrested a self-identified anti-ICE Antifa terrorist. I like how they terminology is very, very important when it's the Department of Justice. So terrorists, because remember, Antifa was deemed foreign terrorist. And remember this guy in a live video talking about how he had traveled to Europe to join up and be a part of their Antifa and help them over there too. So now he might get charged for being a foreign terrorist. Life in prison. Sorry for you, buddy. In Minneapolis today, conspire and threaten to assault, kill, and dox officers. And you'll find yourself in federal custody facing the full force of justice. The full force of justice means nothing. Full force authorization means nothing in legal terms, by the way. We have to be very careful about how we say things and speak about things. So, let you get a look at this guy in case you don't know who he is. So, there's your fucking guy right there. Okay. He's got his little Nazi Special Forces tattoo, Nazi Special Service tattoo right there, and calls it an Antifa tattoo. Got resistance tattooed right here. So every bit of that ideology is tied into insurrectionists, into insurgencies, into, terrorism. So understand, they're dumb enough to tattoo these ideologies on their bodies. You can't, when you get to court, guess what? You can't deny shit because you've got the ideology of the actual. That's the same. Also, his tattoo is also the same image that's on the corner of the Rose City Antifa book. So that ties him in right there to the organized terrorist group. So, hey, Spokane, Washington. But wait, there's more. Spokane, Washington moves to create immigration enforcement free zone to combat ICE. The Spokane City Council is weighing a proposal that would create immigration enforcement free zones on city property, a move supporters say is meant to limit how federal immigration agents can use Spokane facilities for civil immigration operations. Well, they're not civil immigration operations. They are federal immigration operations. There's nothing civil about the matter whatsoever. Okay. These aren't citizens of this country. They don't get civil rights. According to the Center Square, council member Paul Dillon introduced the idea on Monday, the day after the Trump administration was reportedly renewing efforts to cut federal funding to so-called sanctuary jurisdictions, cities, counties, and states that restrict cooperation between local law enforcement and federal immigration authorities. Spokane already has a related ordinance on the books. An ordinance is not a law, so I don't know why the fuck they're bringing up an ordinance. An ordinance doesn't supersede any law whatsoever. So, ordinance is just a policy, it's just a suggestion. Last August, the city passed a law allowing officials to designate certain areas as non-public. Wait, what did I say? The city passed a law allowing officials to designate certain areas as non-public. Well, if it's paid for by tax dollars, you can't do that. That's a direct violation of the fucking Constitution of the United States. So that shows you where these people stand. Okay, so non-public. A non-public public building, that's a contradiction, like an albino fucking lifeguard or fucking shitting your pants and changing your shirt. A status intended to prevent federal agents from entering without permission or a warrant. If adopted, Dillon's immigration enforcement free zone would bar federal agents from using city property as a staging area for immigration purposes, prohibit agents from using covered locations for surveys. So I have a question. Are you going to have automated guns set up here? Or are you going to have like electrified fences? Or are you going to have National Guard set up here? How are you going to stop federal agents from doing anything? A piece of paper? A piece of paper doesn't stop you from doing shit. That's what I tell you, people that put fucking your leftists that put restraining orders against me after you dox me and the police give me your information. That piece of paper ain't going to stop me from beating the fuck out of you. And the cops ain't going to get there in time. So what's that going to do? You know what I mean? Honestly, when it comes down to absolute enforcement, laws don't do shit. Criminals don't follow a piece of paper. They follow whatever the fuck they want to do. So the federal agencies don't have to listen to judicial fucking judges. They're under the executive branch. So, I mean, you can't change a law that's contradictory to the Constitution. Anything that goes against the Constitution is non-void according to the Constitution itself. So the majority of laws in America are non-void and are no good, you know, but the cops still enforce unconstitutional laws. That's a problem that we have right now. Do we want to get into the women's problems right now on the fact that this is a poll and this is a thing and we still haven't repealed the 19th? Women up to 21% more likely to support political killings than men, NCRI poll says. The recent survey has found that women are more likely to tolerate political violence than their male counterparts. And the majority of Americans are able to justify the killing of sitting political figures. The network Contagion Research Institute, NCRI, and Rutgers surveyed 1,055 Americans. Now, see, I don't like those polls because when we put polls up, we get more than 2,000 or 3,000 people voting on our fucking polls, and they don't count those in the national polls. We get more people on my fucking little channel here. We get more people in our polls than 1,500. You know, our poll that came up for if you support ICE or not, we got over 3,000 fucking votes in that. 76% of which were yes. Now, 82% of America backs mass deportations. So I'm going to pull up a little thing right here for you right now that I made up for everybody last night, just so you can have this information if you need it. And this is nationwide information, just so you know. So, boom. There you go, guys. Putting that on the back of a shirt, and we'll be wearing it wherever we go. We're also making up signs with little 12 by 12 signs that you can hang in your windows here. I didn't delete it. It's in my it's in private. I didn't delete it at all. I put it in private because YouTube gave me a warning that I used a little bit of maybe violent language that can get it struck down and banned from YouTube. So I just put it in private. But you're right. When I have Epstein on the titles, I get no views whatsoever. Nobody gives a fuck about the. So you keep bringing up the Epstein files, but when I put Epstein files in the title, I don't get any views. I've already gotten over 5,000 views right now, and I've only been live for 25 minutes, and Epstein's not in my title. So you're right. That's why I'm not doing the Epstein files tonight. You're absolutely right. I got shitty views last night, but I did go a little vulgar last night because I wasn't feeling very well. I used to be a Republican. I am a constitutionalist. I believe in the Constitution. Constitution is what I believe in. I used to be a Republican, but I found out how much fucking feckless pussies they are. Don't want to actually fight for the fucking American people. That pisses me off. A lot of bad shit going on right now. A lot of bad shit going on. A recent survey has found that women are more likely to tolerate. I'm a Christian, first and foremost. I'm a horrible Christian. I'm a terrible fucking sinner. And when I was younger, I committed holy blasphemy. So I'm going to hell. There's no way around it because holy blasphemy of the Holy Spirit is an unforgivable sin. I didn't know I was committing holy blasphemy then, but I did commit it. So there is no forgiveness. But if I can help any of you get to heaven, I will do that. And if I can fight demons and destroy evil while I'm still here, I will do that. So but at least I can admit it. You know what I mean? Because I know what my Bible says, and Jesus said blasphemy of the Holy Spirit is an unforgivable sin. It's the only unforgivable sin. And blasphemy of the Holy Spirit is denying any miracle of God. That's why the Bible says the path to hell is the wide path, and the path to heaven is the narrow path. Far less people are going to heaven than are going to hell, because far less people are, deserving. So, I mean, and if you don't agree with that, that's fine. That's cool. You know what I mean? But I'll do everything I can to help you understand that you can't just sin until the day you die and ask for forgiveness. The Bible doesn't say that. Matter of fact, even Jesus said, the Father will weigh your works against your deeds. Deeds are your everyday things, but your works are what you physically do to enforce God's rule. So, anyway, I digress. You know how I get when you get me to talk about the Bible. But yes, I love Jesus very much. I wish I could have been a better person and I didn't have this fucked up brain injury that makes me a little angry sometimes. You know what I mean? That's my biggest sin is I'm angry. Ever since all this shit started, I get really angry. So let's get. Oh, why was that so loud? Let's get into one little video I got on here right now for us in YouTube, and then we're gonna check out these fucking assholes in Oh, well, everybody's talking about what I just already fucking gave you the news on. Cool. I got it all out first. Europe polls. So Europe polls 85% for Trump to invade Europe. 85% of Europeans just got polled. 85% of the people polled wants Trump to invade Europe and kick out all the Muslims. That's fucking hilarious. I'm unemployed. Oh, poor baby. See, hey, look. Guys, I'm sorry to do this. I've never done this in my life, but I'm done with this guy. I'm banning him from my channel because all he does is slander my name. You all know I work for a living. I'm not fucking dealing with that asshole that spam blasts my shit anymore. He's created an entire website with my likeness in it, telling people I'm selling $100,000 fucking properties and stuff like that. He's got people calling me left and right. He's doxed my fucking information. He's created, you saw that's my picture in his fucking profile. He's created 13 YouTube accounts about me and put fucking AI fucking stuff in the accounts to make me look bad. He's created fake Google fucking listings about me to make people think that I'm a fucking pedophile and that I fucking murdered somebody and went to prison for fucking murder and armed robbery and strong arm robbery and shit like that. So, I mean, he's been reported to the FBI, but it is what it is. Never done drugs in my life. So, yeah, I'm a tree cutter, and I just showed you. I mean, right here, buddy. I sat up all day fucking making designs for my shit. I make better clothes than you'll ever be able to fucking buy. This is all permanently inked into the shirts. You know what I mean? So I love this one so much. And then obviously right here I've got my personal test shirt. This is my shirt I'll be wearing at the rally tomorrow. This is my company, Berserker Patriot store. That's my company logo right there. And then on the back, I gave myself some extra little prints. Yeah, I work my ass off. I build everything. If it can be built, I build it. Train derailment. My God, dude, what the fuck is going on? So we have a massive sewage bust between California and motherfucking Mexico right now that's tainting all the water in fucking California that they've been talking about today. Another train derailment. This is the third train derailment in one fucking week, bro. So train derailment, officials order shelter in place after another one with explosive materials leaking fucking, hold on, this is breaking news.
Train derailment. This is from Fox 61 saying that officials say that 14 cars carrying a flammable fuel derailed, including 5 that landed in a river nearby. Residents
awesome
asked to shelter in place. Meanwhile, this is a live look right here from Waterford, Connecticut, which is just about an hour away.
Oh my God.
To learn more details, this is from Fox 61.
You can see the smoke rising from fucking, would they just say miles away? You can see it looks like a fucking mushroom cloud out there. 14 cars carrying flammable fuel derailed, including 5 that landed in a river. Nearby residents have been asked to shelter in place. How about instead of asking them to shelter in place, because look at all the people that ended up getting sick in Palestine, Ohio. Remember that shit that nobody's even talked about since it happened? Their water literally is fucked. You can go scrape the water beds right now and it's nothing but chemicals and rainbows still to this day coming out. They've had no help. This is becoming an epidemic. You know, we've had 12 planes crash this week. 12 fucking planes crashed this week. 2 planes sabotaged. What the fuck? Hundreds of fucking murders. Hundreds and hundreds of fucking murders. See if I can hear. I got a green screen for you right now. This is part of what happened yesterday here in Florida that you missed. It actually happened Saturday. What I'm about to show you happened Saturday. But close enough to now, right? Standoff unfolds on I-75 in Florida after 2 women shot and killed. There was a third person also shot and killed after they posted this part of it. So, fucking shit's insane. Okay. We got the kids that, with the chat group in Florida that want to kill freaking, everybody in the Catholic churches. They were going to go attack the Catholic. Okay, let's get into here. No. We got a big story that happened today in California that I can't believe we almost forgot. Catholic church attacked, almost $100,000+ worth of damage done to this Catholic church in California. More religious attacks from these evil Muslim supporting people. And that's what this busts down into when it comes down to it, you know. So it's just sad. But yeah, we're going to check this video out real quick. I appreciate all the support I've been getting from you guys lately, man. I didn't think we'd be able to get this business running back again as quick as we have. And it's coming along pretty good. You know, it's been 4 months since we started rebuilding the channel and got remonetized. So, I mean, in 4 months, we went from 700 followers to almost 7,000 and fucking, or almost 6,000, and got the whole shirt business running. And these are good prints. Look at that. That's all inked into the shirt. There's nothing on top of the shirt. This is full inked in. So that's a double print picture. That's permanent. You can wash it, stretch it all you want. The colors are vibrant. It's good machines, good presses. I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? This tumor is getting really bad. It's getting really difficult for me to get out here and do physical labor right now. So this is an alternative. You know, I made tons of money through the 2020 election, enough to open an entire store. So
these two girls are being tried as adults after police say they plotted to kill a class.
Okay, no, there's two of them here. Too crazy. So look, these girls, I'm not going to show their faces. You're going to hear it. You're going to be able to hear it.
14 and 15 years old, but they face attempted murder charges as adults. 15-year-old Isabel Valdez, who identifies as Jimmy, and 14-year-old Lois Lifford, best friends, according to Altamont Springs police. Investigators say Valdez
must be doing something right. Yeah, you're right.
High school classmate last month in honor.
I'm honored by my trolls.
Shooter Adam Lanza. An arrest report shows she told investigators she heard voices telling her that if she killed the boy, she and Lanza would have a blood bond that would bring Lanza back to life. The arrest report says Valdez stated she planned to wait for the boy in the bathroom where she would pull him.
This is our generation of fucking society, right? This is our generation. Oh my god. This is every day. Look, listen.
The DOJ launching a civil rights probe after a California Catholic school was broken into and vandalized. Just look at what you're seeing on your screen right here. The criminals destroying a life-size Virgin Mary statue and the parish's sacred tabernacle, among many other beloved items. Investigators say the school suffered an estimated $100,000 in damages from this break-in, as local authorities and the FBI begin their search for the suspects. Joining me now is a faculty member of the Holy...
Now keep in mind, all of this is from the party of peace and love, inclusivity, diversity, the most comprehensive, complex, and diverse and inclusive generation we've ever had. All of this violence is coming from the most peaceful side of history, right? From the most peaceful people. All of this violence. We're the side of peace. Unless you don't agree with us, then we have to murder you. That's the law in America in 2026 for the left. If you don't agree with us, you gotta die. That's the law with the left. They're complaining because we're using paintballs and they're murdering us. Literally. It's not an exaggeration. It's not hyperbolic. We've got Chinese biolabs getting found all over the United States right now with some of the most deadly viruses that can wipe out entire populations. Fucking insane, right? Mixed together. Thanks, California, for being the first country in the world to actually invent gonorrhea syphilis. Fucking shit, bro. That's crazy. You know, we didn't think when we made that joke when we were younger that was ever actually a thing. But, well, leave it up to California. Deleting the way and go fuck yourself, right?
Just look at what you're seeing on the screen right here. The criminals destroying a life-size Virgin Mary statue and the parish's sacred tabernacle, among many other...
I got a question. How does this stuff keep happening and nobody's fucking getting arrested? You know, nobody's getting arrested for that stuff. We got a few people getting arrested here and there, some Antifa members and shit like that. But I'm going to say it right now. That's mostly a distraction so we don't bitch about the people we want arrested getting arrested. And for anyone that's new on this channel, I'm going to show you who I am so you don't think I'm just... Because y'all the left likes to say on here that, oh, you're just a pussy that likes to talk shit on the internet. Well, this pussy is this guy. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 8 years. If you think that you can't find me, and you don't know how to find me, and you're looking for me, I'll be your huckleberry. I'm a live action target for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a fucking week. So if you think you can't find me, I'm in Southwest Florida, Port Charlotte area to be exact. Don't attack my citizens of my state. Don't attack the citizens of my country. Come attack me. I can defend myself. Come attack me. I can defend myself. We're mutual combat. I'm going to call the cops on you. Matter of fact, I prefer you come when the cops can't come around. Prefer it. Nobody even has to know. We can meet in the woods somewhere. It's up to you. Mutual combat, state of Florida. Stand your ground law, state of Florida. Dueling law, state of Florida. We got so many different laws that allow us. You combine them all together. Your powers combined, we are go fuck yourself in Florida. Fuck around and find out. You know, and we're getting more and more laws passed every day to go against all this bullshit. And it's going to get better and better because we're finally going to have a good governor. Everybody likes Ron DeSantis. I can't stand that motherfucker. None of his woke laws ever went through, and he never fought to get them in. But none of y'all know that. None of y'all know that. Stay Woke Act, never. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I posted on X about Elon Musk being in the fucking, being in the, Epstein files. You old pedophile, Elon Musk. You old pedo. You banned me for calling you out, huh? And showing all the extra emails that nobody else is posting. You fucking pussy, Elon Musk. That's fucking hilarious. I don't post that much on X, so that could be the only thing it was. That's the only thing I've posted on X in the past fucking 5 or 6 days. So it is what it is, guys. You know. Again, Berserker Patriot 1776 on Rumble. At Berserker Patriot. Well, no, that would be X. At Berserker Patriot 1776 on Instagram too, I think. I don't really use Instagram, but I guess I have one I found out the other day. But it'd be nice if we can build out Rumble and get the fuck away from YouTube altogether. That'd be real great, because we can say whatever the fuck we want to on Rumble. It doesn't matter what it is. You can threaten me on Rumble, not get in trouble for it. You know what I mean? So, I love you guys. I hope you have a blessed night. I'm going to eat some dinner, because I have not eaten yet. I spent my day making up designs. We've got some more stuff coming out, but these are going to be some of our permanent designs from now on for our shirts. And, yeah, we're going to try to stick to what we can for right now. And where we go from there is where we go. So let's check out what's going on. Oh, I still have this opened right now. The same thing will be on Facebook, will be on here. So let me open. Or same thing will be on Twitter, X, whatever the fuck you want to call it, will be on here. Favor of photo ID. Democrats, 71% in favor of voter ID. Republicans, 95% in favor of voter ID. That's fucking hilarious. So, have any of you been put into the new Pro program for Facebook yet? Did they just force your account into the Pro program? I have no followers on Facebook, but I guess a bunch of you are sharing my shit everywhere. So not only did you get me into the Pro side of Facebook where I can now be monetized with only 71 followers, but you also somehow got me into the Amazon Prime Live account. I can go live on Amazon now. So we'll be launching that soon. We'll have a full store and a live account and a podcast for free on Amazon that's monetized. So, and we can also, I found out, we can do a live show from our Shopify fucking account that's about to be attached to here. So holy fuck, we're about to have all kinds of stuff going. I'm creating my own website with a podcast, by the way. So no matter what happens, the Berserker Patriot Store fucking podcast will always be going. So we'll be posting videos on there and all kinds of stuff soon. So I'm working on things. It's just, it doesn't happen overnight. Technology sucks horribly to fucking work with. I'm not going to lie. Doing all this computer shit. Whistling Diesel got arrested again when he came back into America for taxes. It looks about it right now. So I love you guys. I hope, Charlie Kirk, we love you, brother. Be safe out here. Be well. Thank you for all. You're not a Republican. I promise you're probably not a Republican. But what's far right? What does that mean? You don't even know what words mean. That's not even a thing. far left, far right. That's not even a thing. You're either a patriot and you love your country, or you're a piece of shit fucking traitor and you want to coexist with terrorists that want to do nothing but murder you and rape your fucking children. There's no other option at this point. And either side, we're going to win, so it doesn't matter. We have all the enforcement power. We're going to win this war, the physical conflict of this war. Your words don't matter. Your feelings don't matter. There's nothing you can physically do to us. Nothing. You can kill us, that's it. But we can do the same to you. We just haven't fought back. That's the difference. We haven't fought back one time yet. That's the difference. But now you finally got it to where patriots are fighting back, and you're losing left and right. You're losing. You're leaving the cities right now. You're getting the fuck. California's all fucked up with patriots right now. Fucking, I mean, what are you winning at? Honestly, what are you winning at? He's not in control of anything. He can't run for president. Fucking, he's not from this country. And he's a communist and a dirty fucking Muslim. I'll go, if I ever meet him, I'll fucking smack him in the face with a pack of fucking bacon, bro. That's what I'll fucking do. Okay? I'm not far right. You're right. You're a fucking pussy and you're retarded. And you don't understand that we're literally in war in this country and there's no other option other than that. Even our senators are now saying this is a civil war. You need to wake the fuck up, or you're going to wake up one morning and there's going to be somebody at your front door and they're just going to take all your fucking shit. If you don't have somebody to fight with within the next year, you're going to be pretty fucked, because you do understand that the militias are shutting down right now. They're not accepting anybody else, right? Your patriot groups, as we speak, are not accepting anybody else. So you're either going to have to start your own group, or you're going to have to know a lot of fucking people that are willing to stand with you, because you're not going to survive on your own. And you got to be trained. You know, if you don't believe me, look at what's going on in Minnesota. The citizens have taken over the entire they're taking it over. They're blocking streets. They're not letting people that don't agree with their philosophy participate in being citizens in their fucking state. You understand? They're literally telling them, you either have to leave or we're going to make you go away. They're stopping them in the middle of the street. They're stopping them from moving. You can't travel unmolested in Minnesota. Minnesota is not America. As far as I'm concerned, Trump can drone all of you pussies in Minnesota. Abraham Lincoln did it. Or no, not Abraham. In the 1960s, we blew up an entire town. Wasn't it in New York? We blew up the whole fucking town. This is very, very common in America. We do this all the time. Okay? Trump, get with the history of America, buddy. Abraham Lincoln shut everything the fuck down. They don't see Abraham Lincoln as a hero because he freed slaves. God, look what happened because we freed slaves. Look at our fucking country now, motherfuckers. Holy fuck, bro. The only country that fought to free slaves, and now look what the fuck happened to our country. Holy fuck. 12% of a population creates 62% of all violent crime in our fucking country. That's insane. That's insane. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, but Abraham Lincoln shut the whole country down. He arrested every politician. He killed people. He fucking shut down states. Fucking in the 1960s, we blew up an entire fucking neighborhood. We bombed it. We blew up. The United States government blew up an entire neighborhood in the 1960s because of a situation just like this. It's time that we get back to the traditions and history of America, Trump. These people can't be coexisted with. We can't coexist with these people. We just can't. Can't coexist with demons. Okay, first of all, you're hurting children. You're committing, okay, I'm a Christian and I must love everybody. No, if you don't hate all things that God hates, then you don't love God and you're not going to heaven. That's a fact. It says in the Bible verbatim, you must hate all things God hates. Tolerance is a sin in the Bible. In Revelation, this I have against you. You tolerate the Jezebel spirit and you allow it to lead my children into sexual immoralities and depravities. So on the day of judgment, this I have against you. Your works must outweigh your deeds, your physical works. If you see somebody in the store being oppressed by an evil person and you don't step in and do something and you have the ability to do so, that works right then and there is going against you on that scale of judgment because you didn't do that. You were obligated by Christian law to step in and intervene whenever anyone is being oppressed by demons or any type of evil. It's an obligation as a Christian man. I'm not talking about women because 1 Timothy makes it very clear. 1 Timothy 2 all the way through 11 through 12 makes it very clear. Women cannot be teachers or preachers of men. Okay. People say, oh, they use two instances in the Bible to say that women can, and that's Priscilla and the other woman in the Bible, which were fulfillments of prophecies from Ezekiel and Samuel, when they said, your wives, as proof that God is with you and you are anointed, your wives will lead beside you. And why is that proof that you are anointed? Because in those biblical times, women had no rights whatsoever and no authority. No man would ever listen to them. So God, showing the awesomeness of his authority and the power that God proclaims, made it to where a woman could preach beside a man. That was a fulfillment of a prophecy. Nowhere in that book of the Bible, though, does it state that that woman is allowed to go out by herself and preach and teach men. As a matter of fact, it says in Timothy, this I tell you, I am not exaggerating, I am telling the truth. If you do not listen, it is a problem. It says that in Timothy. You know what I mean? So, I think we've covered most of it. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Have an extremely blessed night. Never, in the beginning of America, blasphemy of the Holy Spirit and practicing other religions was illegal. You went to prison for it. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We fought a war in the beginning of the Constitution the freedom to practice Christianity, to practice you had to swear allegiance to a Protestant God to become a representative of this country in the beginning of this country. You know nothing about the history of this country. You're indoctrinated by fucking communists. You've never read the Constitution or the Federalist in your fucking life, and you've never looked into any of the histories of our country. So this is the fact that blasphemy of the Holy Spirit was against the law in America in the beginning of America. Okay? It was a fact that you had to swear allegiance to a Protestant God to even become a representative of this country. That is a fact. It is a fact that in the farewell speeches of George Washington and all of the forefathers, it says you must be a moral and religious person living under the Heavenly Father. It is a fact that you are making up history, and none of your facts are history and tradition of America. All of your facts, on the other hand, are histories and traditions of every communist country. We're not a democracy. Nothing about America is a democracy. Democracy is socialism. We're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic with democratic elections. That's not a democracy. Democracy and democratic process are not the same thing. You understand that, right? We have an electoral college. If we had any type of democracy process, the majority would rule. Period. That's what democracy is. The majority vote rules. We're not a democracy. That's communism. We can send you to China gladly. We're going to, as a matter of fact. We're going to send you to a communist country or a gulag or 6 feet. That's your only option from this point on, just so you understand. Literally, that's your only option. There's a plan. There's a whole plan that we're going to start a bunch of wars and we're going to draft you to go 6 feet under. Just pay attention. We're going to war with 4 different massive countries right now, and it's set up by design. Nobody else is talking about that strategy, though. It's a great strategy. We start a war with Iran, we start a war with Russia, we start a war with China, and then we end our liberal problem because you're the only ones of fighting age in this country. We draft all of you. We get rid of every one of you. Draft is mandatory, by the way. You go to prison if you don't get drafted for 5 years. But don't worry, when you get out of prison, those 5 years, you still get redrafted. And then you go back to prison or get drafted the whole time. That's the only 2 options once a draft is put into place, just so you understand. You don't get out of prison and go back home. You get out of prison, you go back to war. Just so you understand. So it's either prison for life or war. Because those are wars that aren't going to end quick. You do understand that we just revamped the draft, right? And we added women to the draft under the Biden administration. So you women are fucked too. How'd that work out for you? So, I mean, I hadn't talked about that part of Trump's strategy yet. I'm trying not to give away too much that Steve Bannon's talking about in our private meetings and stuff like that, and all these lawyers are talking about. But the whole purpose of going after Maduro and Venezuela, and then you notice it's a week after we got Maduro when he talked his fucking head off, Trump had him raid Fulton County, and now they've raided 13 other polling locations as well, and they've found some crazy fucking shit. So not only Are we going to be able to overturn every single law and decision from the Biden administration the moment they deem it an illegitimate administration? This is how the law works, by the way. Let's understand that. But because Trump was fucked out of his last term, if we can prove that, on the law books, he can run for a third term. That's how the law works. So not only can we overturn every law and every executive order, every single thing that was put into place under the Biden administration by law legally, without Congress's approval, Trump can just literally sign a fucking executive order and everything under the Biden administration is abolished and never went into place. But he can legally run for a third term under the judicial rule of fucking Congress. So that's the plan. Now you know. Now we've let it out. Now I've spread the plan. But you're going to call me a conspiracy theorist. But you're going to find out that is the plan and that is what's going to happen. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. The only reason nobody's getting any votes right now, you understand, it's not because nobody wants to vote. It's because Trump's not on the ballot. We don't have any Republicans we want to vote for anymore. Trump was our guy. That's it. We don't want to vote for Vance. Nobody wants to vote for Vance. He called us unredeemable maggot terrorist for 4 fucking years and only switched to our side when he needed our endorsement in 2020. He did not switch to our side until the day he announced he was running for office and he went and asked Trump for his endorsement. He was against us the whole time before that. I don't know anybody that would vote for that piece of shit. And his entire book is a lie. I just posted the thing again today for you. He wasn't a hillbilly. He was born in the suburbs of fucking Ohio, and he's changed his name 4 times in his lifetime. His name wasn't even J.D. Vance. That was his uncle's name. It's not even his name. He's not the person you think he is. And he wants to go to war like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. And, you know what? I might vote for J.D. Vance just because of the fact that he wants to pass the Insurrection Act and puts the full force of the military into all the cities. I might vote for him just because of that, because I'd like to see these slimy pussy terrorists get dragged by actual military people. Hey, I wish we could make mental hospitals great again right now. That would be fucking great, because I got plenty of paperwork from these people sending mental health evaluation after me in 2020 that says I'm too smart for my own good and I couldn't qualify for a mental health program if I wanted to. So I have paperwork that states I'm not crazy. Do you? Nope. You sure don't. So it is what it is, but it does look like we're more than likely going to get a Trump 2028 tour. You know, once we get all this information, it's coming out. It's going to come out. All this is going to come out right before the midterms, just so you know. There's a whole bunch of shit that's about to come out right before the midterms. And everybody's going to be pleased with the information we get right before the midterms. There's about to be 3 massive arrests on the Democrat side from fucking all that shit that came out today from the Epstein files, that we got absolute evidence on those people doing these things. I don't think we're going to get the arrest we want to see. We're not going to get everything we want. I don't think we're going to get the arrest we want to see from all these politicians. Honestly, you know that, though. We're not going to get that. If we arrested everybody in the Epstein files, the world would collapse. I get that. Do I still want it done? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can think it's funny all you want. You also said it was funny that Donald Trump would win the election in 2024, didn't you? He fucking win popular mandate. Fucking he won every swing state. You know, I mean, nobody votes in special elections except for Democrats are the only ones that have time to vote in everything because you don't have jobs and you don't contribute anything to this country. Republicans are at work during voting hours. That's why federal elections you can take it's legal. It's a federal holiday. You can take your day off on a federal election. But during a state election, Republicans don't have time, and most of them can't afford to take the day off for work. So it is what it is at this point. But that election that you brag about in Texas, that was a special election because your Democrat got fucking booted out of office. That was a special election. You know what I mean? So somebody got removed for that to even happen. That wasn't a normal election. It wasn't a setup election. They had like a month to figure out who the fuck they were going to vote for or something like that, wasn't it? So, I mean, the only elections you've won are small elections that don't mean anything in blue states. You haven't won any red states ever in the history of the Democrat Party. You don't win red states. We do win blue states, but you've never won. You've not won Florida. You know what I mean? You've not won Texas in its entirety. It's not a purple state. Florida's not a purple state. We win blue states. You don't win red states, though. That's the difference. You know, we can convert your people to our side. You can't do the opposite, though. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I love you guys. Have a blessed night. We're almost an hour in. It's 8:30 at night. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat some fucking big ass bowl of maple brown sugar oatmeal because I don't feel like cooking at fucking 9 o'clock at night. Be safe out here and be well.